I know. I feel really tall. Should I be back here more?
Johnny Sieg here, and
Nicole Butler Vegas. What are we here for?
we are here for Desert Fiends world premiere, a film directed by Sean C. Phillips, also produced by
Nicole Butler Vegas.
who is joining me right now and hosting this wonderful event here. Nicole, tell us about this wonderful event tonight.
Well, I just want to say thank you to UN Rojas. She made it happen at Galaxy Theater here at the Cannery, which I absolutely love. But I do want to share something before we start.
Yes, ma'am.
We're not boring, right?
We are not boring, because boring
boring
is no good over here now. And this film is not boring. I saw the first 10 minutes of it. I'm not going to spoil it, but oh my God, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the rest of it.
Oh my God,
There's a lot of energy here.
There's a lot of energy. We want to thank Sean C. Phillips.
Yes.
And we want to thank Ethan Phillips that's home right now. I want to say thank you to both of them because they are the directors and writers of Desert Fiends. And without them, none of this would have happened.
That's right. I want to thank everyone for inviting me out. My producer, KP. KP, let's hit some trailers. Let's have some fun.
Where you're going to see this song. It might even be in Desert Fiends too. It's heavy, with a heavy emphasis on heavy. We're sorry, folks. I'm excited for Joe and this new track, and I got into his world here a little bit, and my voice is hoarse because of it. But stay tuned, folks, because Joe is coming back. Go! 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 Kill, 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 kill! Go! Take one for me! Go! Bring up to me! Go! Take one for me! Burn, burn! Light 'em all! Eat 'em all! Take it all! Leave nothing behind! Mutants! 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 Mutants!
All my years, I've never seen anything like this. Not bird flu, not swine flu, not bovine. Nothing touches this. I haven't
to steal our gold. So I'm going to steal your soul.
What's the verdict?
We have 12 missing military members.
Rivers, you can do it.
General, are you saying one last rescue mission?
We have one shot at this. Let's make it count.
We go from Silent Hill to killer clowns from outer space.
Welcome to the Clown Motel.
Ever hear of the blood moon ritual? The transformation was a success.
Now go get me those sacrifices. I love you.
Recording my next track.
That's right. You never know where you're going to see this song. It might even be in Desert Fiends 2. It's heavy, with a heavy emphasis on heavy. We're sorry, folks. I'm excited for Joe and this new track, and I got into his world here a little bit, and my voice is hoarse because of it. But stay tuned, folks, because Joe is coming back. So, folks, enjoy Desert Fiends.
We need to get out of here.
What's the name of the place?
Dulce Forest. Is what a vacant is. Nobody's gonna go in there. If I'm a betting man, that's probably where Lola is.
So in other words, if we want to find her,
We have to do it ourselves. Most people who go there just vanish. No trace, no explanation.
Maya, wake up!
What the fuck, Sky?
David's gone!
After 4 hours, we call the police.
We need to get the fuck out now!
That dude is on his way right now, and there's nothing we can do to stop him.
Fuck this dude.
What's your emergency?
My favorite scary movie. Wow.
It's hard to pick just one.
That is not an easy one to answer.
Well, if that isn't the $1,000,000 question.
Give us your top three.
I like top 100.
Evil Dead.
The Shining.
Attack of the Giant Leeches.
The Lost Boys.
The Exorcist?
Poltergeist.
I love the American Werewolf in London.
Fantastic. Extra.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Wonderful. Love it. Can't beat it. Are you kidding me?
Horror movies are fun. Always great fun.
Horror kind of checks to make sure that you have a pulse. It's life or death. It's primal. Everybody gets scared. You know, I like to get scared. I like to scare people.
It's nice to be scared.
This younger generation loves it.
Yeah, horror's the best. A living work of art. My mother would disagree with you, but she's an idiot.
There's something special about that horror movie stand.
The thing that sets horror apart from other genres, the loyalty, the fan base.
They're some of the most loyal fans of anything in the world.
And I just flew in from hell, and boy, are my wings tired.
Well, okay.
All the conventions I do, everything costs money. $500,000 I've spent.
I love this game. It's amazing.
If you want to come to these autograph things, you want to do horror movies.
I've been to a lot of conventions.
I think there needs to be more.
4 a year.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's been a lot.
How long have they come to horror
Wait, where's Jeremy at? God damn it.
How long do you like the interviews? Like?
Johnny Sig back with you at the Cannery Casino. Desert Fiends world premiere. I'm with
Frankie Pulciani, Harlan McClain.
Frankie Pulciani. How you doing tonight, my man?
Doing good, John. It's so nice to meet you again and see that you're out here doing what you do, man. And we love you. You're doing
You as well, sir.
Thank
you so very much. Thank you so very much. So you got a horror documentary coming out.
I do.
Can you talk to me about this feature?
I'm going to talk to you about that, and then I'll talk to you about the movie we're here for. So what we did is we took all the stars, Kane Hodder, Bill Moseley, Tom Arnold, all the guys who've been in the horror venue for years. And we combined it with the horror cons and the fans and the vendors, because without the fans and the vendors, without you guys out there, we ain't got nothing.
And we see how they turn out for that genre in the horror.
That's right. So it's called Making Horror. Oops. That's our poster. Brett Wagner, Leatherface, and also the Kemper Kill. So he's the one who's going to narrate it for us. We've got a perk here. You'll see the perks. Just go to our page, Making Horror, and there's still time to get your name attached to it. But most of all, we're here for these guys right here.
Yes,
so
sir. That is correct. That is correct. That's why we're here tonight.
I want to take my hat off.
So, Frankie, let's talk about that feature, Desert Fiends. My man Eric Roberts is in it. Tom Arnold's in it. William McNamara's in it. Nicole Butler's in it, who's also produced the film.
Mike Correa, Bai Ling.
Yes, sir.
Spencer Breslin.
That is correct. And talk to us about your involvement in this feature.
So we got involved with this film. We love Sean and his brother Eaton are just great writers in our opinion. They're really creative. I mean, and they take to you another level when it comes to horror. So the thing we liked about it is this is Sean's really thing. He's done a lot of stuff, a lot of movies, but this is the thing he's done on his own. And here we're at a premiere. I mean, look, the Galaxy Theater in Las Vegas.
It is a wonderful night. That's right. Johnny's singing in the house right now. My producer, KP. And this place is totally lit, man. There's so many people here. And what I love about the horror genre, man, those films, they make you feel something. A little bit of laughter, a little bit of sorrow, a lot of fear, a lot of different emotions. What got you into the horror genre?
Well, the thing I like about it is horror's got so many different avenues. It can get your girlfriend closer to you because she's scared of the scene. I mean, it could be the creatures, the people they create, like our Desert Fiends, the mutants. I mean, the costume design and all that stuff. Guys like Joe Castro, I mean, great special effects guys. So it's a team effort, just like this thing's a team effort. Very proud to say I'm a part of it. Yes, sir. Also a part of our Skate to Hell movie, which is coming out. And our Making Horror is going to take a nice deep dive into the fans, the vendors, the celebrities, and the cons, because they are jamming. So, and there's every weekend. So other than that, we're doing great, man. So
awesome, buddy. Thank you for your time. Hopefully we'll see you a little bit more later in front of the camera for us, all right?
Thanks, my brother.
Thank you, my man. We'll be back in a little bit. KP, hit some trailers from you, buddy.
Hello.
We're back live. I'm with my man Carl Solomon over here. Johnny Sig back. Carl, talk to us, buddy. How you doing tonight?
Great.
so many people from all over the country flying in to see this premiere of Desert Fiends and taking selfies with me. I love it.
I bet I love this energy right here, man. That's why as soon as you came out to me, I'm like, you mind if I put my arm around you, man? You know, you got to ask that question nowadays, of course. But let's talk about nowadays. Let's talk about the here and now. Galaxy Theater's popping off right now. Desert Fiends, Eric Roberts in this thing. Tom Arnold's in this thing. Can you tell me your involvement?
Yes, and there are other people that think, like Lorelei Linklater.
Yes, sir.
She's in this thing. And what's Willis from Different Strokes. Todd Bridges.
Yes, that's right, sir.
But me,
Yep.
I'm the guy. I finally,
Yep.
this is really important. I get to have dialogue with the one and only Eric Roberts.
Oh, man. What, you mind me asking, what was that like, sir?
It was great. It was ecstasy. It was my role is as proprietor of a Chevron gas station. I give false directions to these Coachella-like audience people packed in their car looking for a shortcut to the festival so they don't have to deal with the gridlock it is to get in. And so I give them the wrong direction. I give them the direction where the mutants are.
We don't want to give away too much, but that sounds awesome right there, brother.
Yeah,
Like, you got me like right in that
and then
moment
I
right
turn
there.
into a mutant too, and I'm still alive. And because I'm still alive, I'm in part 2, which was start filming in April.
Oh, man, that sounds fantastic, brother. That sounds absolutely wonderful. So what else do you have coming up outside of that? Anything else going on?
Yes, on the 20th, on Apple TV Plus, The Painted. I'm a guy who's just comes alive out of a painting. I'm still at a painting, and then this I guess tourist.
I love it.
Goes to the painting where I grab her and choke her. And that's The Painted. And that's and what else is
Doesn't sound like a Bob Ross painting, though.
no, it does.
But it does sound far out.
But I can't give any more details because it's the biggest thing ever. But that you'll have to wait till 2025 to see me on the second season of one of the greatest TV shows ever, The Rehearsal. Ever heard of it?
No, I have not, sir, but now I have, and I can't wait to see it.
Yes, I believe it's on Max.
All right, I'll check it out on Max. We're always looking for good TV in the Signorella household.
What?
That's my last name, Johnny. Well, I go by Johnny Sig over here now.
Oh, Johnny Sig. Johnny.
That's an abbreviation, makes it easier.
Johnny, I'm really glad you're hosting this.
Thank you so much, man. I love your energy, brother. Come back around again. I can't wait to hang out with you more.
Okay.
All right, my man. KP, let's hit the trailer, brother.
This is actually my second time.
Let's not get into that right now.
I like shock value.
Let the guts and gore begin.
So shocking. They want to change a religion.
You're not just making a movie, you're creating a product.
Don't give up on your passion. Go out there and make your film.
You're a future filmmaker. Don't give up. Invest in your projects.
You fix it in post, right?
Don't do that. You're going to get me fired.
I've met a lot of people.
Peter Weller.
Doug Bradley. Bill Moseley.
Heather Langenkamp.
Eli Roth.
Bam! Go watch it.
Is this R-rated?
Johnny Sig, back Galaxy Theater, premiere Desert Fiends. I'm here with Elizabeth Chamberlain. Pleasure and honor to meet you. And can you tell me about your involvement in this film?
So I'm one of the actors in Desert Fiends. We call each other the Furious Five. It's not necessarily what we're actually called, but we're the group of delinquents that tries to sneak into the concert that's going on in the movie. Yeah.
This sounds fantastic. And by the way, I love music. Obviously, that's my whole thing. We all know. What kind of music do you like?
I like all kinds of music. It's funny that you mentioned that because my character actually sings in the show. She's like huge into all the different kinds of rock and metal and hardcore music like that, and so she steals the mic from an interviewer in the movie and starts singing. So
You could purchase.
no.
That's awesome. Who are some of your favorite singers, personally?
I went on a huge Christina Aguilera phase for sure. So she's probably growing up. She was very formative for me. I'm a huge fan of Hugh Jackman. I think if I could be anybody in the world, I'd want to be him, to be honest.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, both the Wolverine side of him and also the Les Mis side of him. So yeah.
Absolutely. And what got you into the acting world?
Actually, high school theater did. I had a director, my drama teacher in that grade. He told me that I should go on. I should do post-secondary school, and then post-secondary got me into film.
Awesome. And have you lived in Vegas your whole life?
I'm not from Vegas. I'm from Canada.
Oh, originally from Canada. Are you a Rush fan by any chance?
No.
Oh, all right. So there are some Canadians that don't like Rush, but I think you're very cool nonetheless.
Rare.
So, Rocker, I hope you have a wonderful evening tonight, and thank you for spending some time with me. Can we talk about any features that you have coming up before you?
Yes, I do feature in a couple of Mahal films as well. Desert Fiends was actually my very first American film that I did, and then Mahal's picked me up a little bit after. So I'm in Alien Storm, Alien Horde, Cursed Waters, and Bikers vs. Werewolves. All 4 of those films with them. Yeah.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in those features, and thank you for spending time with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One to answer.
Well, if that isn't the million-dollar question.
Give us your top 3.
I like top 100.
Evil Dead.
The Shining.
Attack of the Giant Leeches.
The Lost Boys.
The Exorcist.
Poltergeist.
I loved American Werewolf in London.
Phantasm.
Extra.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Wonderful. Love it. Can't beat it. Are you kidding me?
Horror movies are fun. Always great fun.
Horror kind of checks to make sure that you have a pulse.
It's life or death. It's primal. Everybody gets scared.
You know, I like to get scared. I like to scare people.
It's nice to be scared.
This younger generation loves it.
Yeah, horror's the best. A living work of art. My mother would disagree with you, but she's an idiot.
There's something special about that horror movie stand.
The thing that sets horror apart from other genres, the loyalty to the fan base.
They're some of the most loyal fans of anything in the world.
And I just flew in from hell, and boy, are my wings tired.
Well, okay.
All the conventions I do, everything costs money. $500,000 I've spent.
I love this game. It's amazing.
If you want to come to these autograph things, you want to do horror movies.
I've been to a lot of conventions.
I think there needs to be more.
4 a year.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's been a lot.
How long have they come to horror conventions? This is actually my second time.
Let's not get into that right now.
I like shock value.
Let the guts and gore begin.
So shocking. They want to change their religion.
You're not just making a movie, you're creating a product.
Don't give up on your passion.
Go out there and make your film.
If you're a future filmmaker, don't give up, invest in your projects.
You fix it in post, right?
Don't do that. You're going to get me fired.
I've met a lot of people.
Peter Weller.
Doug Bradley.
Bill Moseley.
Heather Langenkamp.
Eli Roth.
Bam! Go watch it.
Is this R-rated?
Groovy.
Johnny Sig back at the Cannery Casino. We're at the Desert Fiends world premiere. Man, this is a great evening tonight. I'm with, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine. Yeah.
Hey, can we have your name, sir?
Yeah, it's G. Larry Butler.
G. Larry Butler. And what brings you here this wonderful evening tonight, sir?
Well, I was in a movie called, I believe it was Desert Fiends, and I played a guy there was a brother of Eric Roberts, and we owned a gas station, and we pointed in the wrong direction to anybody who would ask directions to a place, and they all end up dead. So we're kind of a sleazy bunch. So there was three of us: Carl Solomon, Eric Roberts, and myself. We were all three brothers. So it was a lot of fun to do.
You know, a lot of people have been talking about this scene that we're on set, and they didn't give away too many details other than the fact that it was just absolutely fantastic. So it was probably like a lot of high energy. Can you tell us what it was like to work with Mr. Eric Roberts and just your experience?
Well, what I can say is that, yeah, he is a very interesting fellow. He's brilliant at improv. And what we did was improv, both of us. He pretended to be a deaf mute, and I was his brother, and I translated what he was saying. Like he would go, and I would say, actually what he's trying to say, folks, is we have to go up this road here. And then I won't give you any more details on that, but he did a lot of improvisation. It was kind of embarrassing, actually, but it's very titillating, if I say that.
I'm sure. I know he's very intense, and I'm sure you yourself are intense. I mean, horror genre is intense. I want to talk to you about so many things right now. We're standing here, and I feel your energy, and it feels like you have a long history with film. Can you tell me about your history, like where this all started for you, sir?
Oh, my God. It started in Denver, Colorado. I was working in a salvage yard for Mountain Bell Telephone, and we're getting kind of, working with scrap metal and stuff from phones. And people from Korea would come over and bid on the lots. And people said, "Oh, you're really funny. Well, you should do stand-up." So I tried stand-up for a while. And then somebody said, "Oh, my God, you should get an agent." So I thought, what is an agent? I didn't even know. So this is 1984. And so by 85, I was a print model in magazines and newspapers and billboards. And I did a lot of commercials in Denver. And then Warner Brothers came to town. And they cast me in a movie called... It was a movie about a screenwriter. It's called A Women's Club. He couldn't get his screenplay sold, so he had to become a prostitute. And it's a comedy, of course. And it was dealt with Michael Pare from Streets of Fire, Eddie Velez from A-Team, Maud Adams from Octopussy, and me. And I was right out of the box, and my first movie, and I was co-starring in it. And then after that, I did a lot of stuff with Raymond Burr and some of the movies he did. And then Richard Chamberlain, I did a movie with him, and John Ritter, and I started working with all kinds of John Denver, and the list is endless.
Listen, it would be an absolute honor to talk. Wow, this is so fascinating. I mean, these names that you're mentioning right now, I would love to have an in-depth sit down with you if you wouldn't mind us.
Absolutely. I would really enjoy it. Now, I came from Colorado to Hollywood in the end of 88. So, and then I have some interesting stories how that happened. The first thing I ever auditioned for, the guy, I was doing a Jackie Gleason, kind of a look-alike, sound-alike, because I was pretty big back in those days. I just recently lost 80 pounds. But anyway, so he was laughing so much at what I was doing that he fell over in his chair. And I went to help him up and pull him up. And he went, "You're the funniest son of a bitch I've ever met in my life. I got 2 guys coming for callbacks tomorrow, but the hell with them. You got the job." Yeah. So I did 40 projects. That was my breakthrough role in Hollywood. Everybody's got one, but that was mine. So then I started working like crazy. I did a lot of TV. I did a lot of movies. Now I've got connections all over the place. But after 40 years, you got to. And now I'm the only one still alive my age. I just turned 75 and everybody's dead. So anybody needs an old guy, hey, let's get Butler.
You know where to find them. Where can we find you? How do we hire you? Because I'm calling you. I need you on my podcast. I need you to have a sit down with Johnny Sig.
Absolutely. I'll be here tonight, and then I'm going back to LA for another premiere tomorrow called Staycation. And so I'm going to do that. So it's been a wild weekend. So you can email me at GEE Larry64 @gmail.com. And you can find me on IMDb under G. Larry Butler. I put the G there because my first name's George, and I don't go by that. I go by Larry, but there's 3 other Larry Butlers in the business. So I had to separate them because they were getting some of my credits and vice versa. So I had to keep myself separate. But anyway, I'd be glad to talk to you.
I would love it. Would be an absolute honor. And this is just fascinating. And I'm going to bring you back around in a few minutes if you don't mind, because I got a couple more questions for you. Thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Kev, let's hit the trailer.
What's up, everybody? Dirty Freaking Joe here.
Hey, it's the Big Swag. Now listen, Joe and myself want to apologize we couldn't be at the red carpet premiere tonight of Desert Fiends, but we're doing something top secret in the studio. Joe, where are we and what are we doing?
We are in North Hollywood.
Johnny Sig, man, I'm back here at the Galaxy Theater. We got Desert Fiends, the premiere, directed by, right now, the very Sean C. Phillips joining me right now, and I am so honored to be chatting with you right now. Sean, I saw 10 minutes of that film.
I heard that you saw the opening, and you were like, oh, you're very shocked by it.
I tell you what, though, I was shocked, but at the same time, visually, aesthetically, this movie looks so excellent. I just want to unpack a couple things I saw and noticed real quick, and I just got a couple questions from there.
Definitely.
But what I loved was, first of all, the sound.
Oh yeah, Guthrie Lowe, who did the sound, did an incredible job cleaning up the audio, and he did all the footsteps, all the flies, everything. I mean, every sound he replaced in the movie, and he did an incredible job.
The impact really pops off in the music, and then the scene opens up, and it was shot so beautifully, so clear.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And then it goes to an old school style.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, and you feel like, wow, this is old horror cinema. So that brings me to was the influence obviously old school horror?
It was supposed to be kind of like, I don't know if any of the viewers have seen movies like Troll 2, and in Italy they used to come over to America in the late 80s and early 90s and would make these produced horror movies that were over here. And it was basically an Italian crew that would come over with some actors, and they would hire local Americans to be in the films. So this movie is supposed to kind of feel like Italy was still making these low budget, cheesy, gory movies, and it's supposed to feel like an old school Italian movie that was still being made.
I caught the transfer of the vibe, and it was just so awesome and so comforting, and just the way it was shot with angles. And again, I don't want to give too much away, but you feel the humor right away after this first scene of impact. Like you said, that's where the shock was.
Yep.
So now going back to circling back to your origins in horror, obviously you see the homage to that right away with the old school style film and the way it looks.
Definitely.
What was your movie that did it for you to get you into this?
Well, for me, movies that I remember really inspired me so much was the first movie I really remember is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. To me, that's my favorite movie of all time. And movies that really have inspired me have been Hills Have Eyes, Cabin Fever, those kind of, especially Cabin Fever, horror comedies are the kind of movies that I really like. Right. Return of the Living Dead, that's one that I really like. It's much more old school kind of styles, much more comedy and literal humor sometimes and stuff like that too.
That's fantastic and fascinating. That's why I like horror genre so much. Is because there's so many different emotions, layers, energies you feel, sadness and obvious fear, and it's very sexual in a lot of ways. Yeah. And that's where the soundtrack also has a lot to do with it. Your soundtrack right away, dude, it got me wanting to go for a jog. It got me motivated. Can we just shout out some of those musicians? Being a musician myself, music is such a huge part of cinema.
Oh, we had a lot of different people that came in and supported the film through crowdfunding and supported the music. We had the composer we had was Guthrie Lowe, but we had a whole bunch of people that supplied music throughout the film. A few of them are here tonight. Flex the Kid supplied a song for the film. We had a handful of different people like that supplied different tracks of the film.
I am so fascinated with filmmaking. As you saw, I was fanboying, dude. Like the excitement comes through, dude, because it's like I really pay attention to like each detail of things. Do you have a certain like feel that you want someone to feel when they walk out of this cinema tonight, like what they walk away from with that experience?
I really want it to be fun. Like they had a really fun time. It's like one of those movies too, like the kind of movies you remember back in the day where you, after you finish it, you remember there's like stuff in it that you can't get out of your head. And I want it to be a kind of movie where you, after you finish Desert Fiends, you're not going to forget Desert Fiends. And that's like the goal. You're going to remember something about it.
And did you find like tying in the comedy so it pops off? Because horror also has a way of when it trips over its own foot in a way where it doesn't mean to be funny, but it's hilarious. Did you accidentally like trip over your own foot, be like, shit, I didn't mean for that to be funny, but that's fucking great.
There was some times it would happen, like a happy accident when something would end up being funny that wasn't supposed to. And it was like, oh, this actually works. Like every so often the editor would go, this blooper kind of was funny. So he left it in there, like a little blooper that worked and stuff like that.
Exactly. I always love when you can't really tell. Yeah. Now, I got one more question I could talk to you all night, obviously, and I know you're busy, and I thank you for your time very much, man. Was there anything that kind of filtered the process nowadays as a modern filmmaker? We know in society so many things are that you can't do this, you can't do that. Is there anything that you say, man, I wish I could do that like they used to do it? Or do you say, fuck this, I want to do something entirely different?
I try to do something very different. I try to not like make it like everybody else and not really, I don't put in a pro, you know what I mean? Like some of the real bad, I don't do all that, but I want to make it fun and not like censor it all up and not like worried about everything too. Because it's like, I feel like when you watch movies, it's supposed to be an escape. And it's like, you can't always worry about everything being so safe and censored up and everything too.
I cannot wait to watch this movie. Is there anything you want to add to this?
Well, the movie will be coming out early next year from Gravitas Ventures, who's going to be distributing it. And it will be on all the platforms, iTunes, Amazon, Vudu, all that kind of stuff.
Man, we're so excited. And what about like where can we follow you and learn more about you as a filmmaker?
Find me on I have a YouTube channel which is Cool Duder, which is COOLDUDER, and you can find me on Instagram as well. Those are the main places.
Awesome, man. Brother, I thank you for your time. You as well, man. Hell yeah. Kev, let's hit a trailer, dude.
All my years, I've never seen anything like this. Not bird flu, not swine flu, not bovine.
Johnny Sig back at you again with my man, George.
Hey, how you doing?
George, how do you say your last name?
Wonderbird.
My last name is Signorello. That's why I go by Johnny Sig. One more, tough last names, man. Growing up.
I like it because it makes me stand out. I think it's important to have a unique last name.
That's a good way to look at it. When I was growing up, a lot of people made fun of my name. Signorello sounds like, where's your glass slipper over here now? It's tough.
I think it sounds a little like Italian to me.
There you go. Very unique names we have and unique get up tonight, man. You look fantastic. Talk to me about your suit real quick.
Okay, so I like my suit because it stands out. It's loud. I thought it would be cool because it's like a green screen almost. So like what you could do is like put any color or any image on my suit while I'm talking or walking around. And it would be, I just thought it was cool to wear a green screen suit. I thought it was so unique.
I think you wear it well, brother, and only you could pull it off, my man. So talk to me about your involvement tonight and what brings you out to this wonderful evening Nicole and everyone put on for us.
Well, I'm just here to support Nicole. She's been a very good friend of mine. This movie, I've heard a lot about it. I am unfortunately not in this movie. The next one, we'll see. I think I'm going to be in it.
And I tell you what, I know you can act. I know you can throw down too. We trained in stunts before, and this guy don't play right here, man. Talk to me about your involvement with stunts lately and in film in general. Have you been acting? What have you been doing?
I've been doing a lot of projects recently, mostly doing stunts, and then I've been doing my acting too. But I've also been doing stunt coordinating now too. So I'm coordinating all the fights, the deaths, all of it. The amazing falls. Off the roof, down the stairs. I'm doing everything that's like super fun to me. It's one of my favorite things to do.
I feel that energy, bro. If we have more room, I'd be like, yo, let's throw down right here, bro.
I would be down.
I tell you what, I'm going to plug ourselves right now. You know, we're hired guns over here right now, you know. Yes. Right on. So let me ask you a question. As a stuntman, what do you think the most difficult move is to sell as an offense?
Offense, difficult stunt. Let me think here. I think so. You're asking like offense, like when I'm doing it to someone else.
Yeah.
I think one of the hardest things to do, I think sometimes, is working with actors who aren't fully trained in stunts. So having them do reactions to my punch and then learning my timing, I think that's one of the difficult things. It's like, okay, I'm landing a punch and then a kick. They're learning the beats. And I really think that's where it takes the most time. If I'm doing it with another stunt man or stunt woman, it's quick. It's quick. You're pop, 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 right? With your actors, though, it's a whole new world to them. So, like, they got to learn to do the beats, the timing, the reactions, the head whips, the falls. I think that's one of the hardest things. It's just the actors.
And then also, of course, when we're on a defensive, waiting for it.
Yes.
Impact. I mean, there's friendly fire. It happens.
Well, yeah, with actors, they're not fully trained all the time in fights. So a lot of times they'll clip you on accident because they don't understand how to judge their distance just yet. So you do get clipped a couple times. I've been hit in the face quite a bit.
Before I let you go, was there any stunt in a film you were like, this is, I don't know, man?
I've had 3 of those. I'll talk about the one. There was one stunt I had to do where the explosion went off behind me. I was going down a hill. And when I was at the bottom, I looked up. It didn't look that steep. But then when I got to the top, it was more like a good 70 to 60 degree angle. And we were like 30, 40 feet up. So I'm looking down at the drop and I'm like, I got to do a front flip and then roll down the hill. And I get there and I'm like, I don't know. This is the first time I questioned something for a split second. And the director was like, George, you ready? And I was like, yep. And he was like, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action. Explosion. I do a front flip. I look, I go, I'm tumbling. I hit the ground really hard at the end. And then I was waiting to hear cut and then actors okay. And before I even heard a cut, they were like, George, are you okay? I guess it looked really brutal as I was falling down. I was totally fine. And then I was like, you want me to do it again? And he was like, no, what it done, that was perfect. That scared me. Jeez. When you scare the director, I think you nailed your stunt.
Absolutely, man. I thank you so much for spending time. Can you talk to us real quick about what's next and where we can find you?
Next, I got a couple projects coming up. I got a mob movie I should be doing February. I'll be doing, there's talks of a reality show right now where it's going to be like The Challenge, something like that with a major network. I can't drop the network because not allowed to yet. But those are my next projects. I also have a sequel coming to a spy movie where I'm going to be doing some sick driving, a lot of cool stunts, I should just say, before I say too much. But I got a couple projects.
We can't wait to see him. Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, brother. Yep. Anytime.
Kevin, let's hit the trailer.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Clown Motel.
Acid?
He was searching for the carnival, a group of bloodthirsty, deranged clowns that he was looking for.
That's enough. Come on, let's get back on the bus. We need to get out of here.
What's the name of the place?
Hell's Forest. Is what I think it is. Nobody's gonna go in there. If I'm a betting man, that's probably where Lola is.
So in other words, if we want to find her,
We have to do it ourselves.
Most people who go there just vanish.
4 hours, we call the police.
We need to get the fuck out now. That dude is on his way right now, and there's nothing we can do to stop him.
Fuck this dude.
What's your emergency?
My favorite scary movie. Wow.
It's hard to pick just one.
That is not an easy one to answer.
Well, if that isn't the million-dollar question.
Give us your top 3.
I like top 100.
Evil Dead.
The Shining.
Attack of the Giant Leeches.
The Lost Boys.
The Exorcist.
Poltergeist.
I love the American Werewolf in London.
Fantastic. Extra.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Wonderful. Love it. Can't beat it. Are you kidding me?
Horror movies are fun. Always great fun.
Horror kind of checks to make sure that you have a pulse. It's life or death. It's primal. Everybody gets scared.
You know, I like to get scared. I like to scare people.
It's nice to be scared.
This younger generation loves it.
Yeah, horror's the best. A living work of art. My mother would disagree with you, but she's an idiot.
There's something special about that horror movie stand.
The thing that sets horror apart from other genres, the loyalty of the fan base.
They're some of the most loyal fans of anything in the world.
And I just flew in from hell, and boy, are my wings tired.
Well, okay.
All the conventions I do, everything costs money. $500,000 I've spent.
I love this game. It's amazing.
If you want to come to these autograph things, you want to do horror movies.
I've been to a lot of conventions.
I think there needs to be more.
4 a year.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's been a lot.
How long have you been coming to horror conventions? This is actually my second time.
Let's not get into that right now.
I like shock value.
Let the guts and gore begin.
So shocking. They want to change their religion.
You're not just making a movie, you're creating a product.
Don't give up on your passion.
Go out there and make your film.
If you're a future filmmaker, don't give up, invest in your projects.
You fix it in post, right?
Don't do that. You're gonna get me fired.
I've met a lot of people.
Peter Weller.
Doug Bradley.
Bill Moseley.
Heather Langenkamp.
Eli Roth.
Bam! Go watch it.
Is this R-rated?
Groovy.
I produced anything, but I also want to give a shout out to Tanya Duncanson.
Johnny Sig back live at Cannery Casino, Galaxy Theaters, Desert Fiends world premiere. I'm with producer Nicole Butler, Vegas. Nicole, what an event tonight. How you doing?
I just want to say thank you. You're amazing. Johnny Sig, hire him. He's on point. Kevin Perry, he's cameraman. I see us working together a lot.
Absolutely, Nicole. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
I just wanted to share a little bit of how I got to work with Sean on other sets, and then he wanted me to work on Desert Fiends. I told him if he could come out to Vegas, I would help him out in every way possible. So it happened. And all the people here is about 150 people plus. It's a really awesome event, and I feel very honored to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know Sonia Duncanson, she was Mama T. She couldn't make it today. We miss you. We love you, and I hope you feel better. She's in Arizona. I just want to give a shout out there's a couple of people, but I don't have my list now. Now it sucks, huh?
We'll bring you back in. This is going to be a nice night for everyone. We'll bring you back in for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I did want to say Dennis Bonella. He also was a producer, and he put money in. I do want to thank a lot of people. I think Sean probably hit the note with Ethan Phillips. So Ethan, great with the writing. I can't wait to bring out Skate to Hell. So I hope you guys are with us for Skate to Hell.
Absolutely will, but you can't get rid of me.
I don't know.
Because we're not boring, and this place is not boring. It is so on fire tonight. We're so excited, so happy. I did see a little bit of the feature. I'm not going to give too much away. I fanboyed it with Sean before. We had a great conversation. Everyone's excited to talk about this film. What is the thing you want to share with us the most before going into the theater tonight?
I just want people to know it's not for everybody. It's horror comedy. There's a lot of gore. I also want to point out to Eric Yoder and Monique for special effects. They did amazing. So thank you so much in the editing. Gravitage Ventures picked us up. I also want to give a shout out to Michael Mahal. They also just did, Michael Mahal and Sunny Mahal are amazing. They've been in this industry for about 20 years with almost 20 feature films completed. They just had Alien Horde. So I want to say stay tuned for them. That's a pretty bad. I was going to swear, but I'm not. There's a kick butt movie they just did, but without Michael Mahal, it would have been very hard because Sean and I were very new to distribution. So that part, thank you so much, Michael Mahal.
The Mahal brothers, they're very knowledgeable about everything with the film, music. You know, I love those guys so much. Arena Wars is a must-see film. And Alien Horde?
Alien Horde.
Alien Horde, that's the one coming up, too.
Yes, and I want to say Brandon Slagle, awesome director. He's doing the editing, pretty amazing. So you're going to shut that right now?
I'm going all over the place over here.
It's okay. It's okay. Right. But I know you're trying to see it. I'm just like, I'll just have that baby fit up there. But no, I just want to say there's so many good talents, and this is an independent film, and it takes everybody. So when Gravitas does come out, please pre-order. Share it. All your friends and family, please share it and pre-order, and it helps the algorithms and the platforms build before it actually comes out. I do want to give a shout out. Let's hear. Did you get? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Amazing. I want you to how did we meet? Well, tell about yourself.
Well, my name is Jinwin.
No.
I'm from Galaxy Theaters. Well, me Nicole, she wanted to make a movie and bring it to Galaxy Theaters, and so we can show it. So it was a really so let's do it. We can do it. We can show you a movie. We can help you out and bring everybody together. So it has been fun.
That's so beautiful. That's just so nice. I felt this energy here.
But not just that, though. A lot of people can come here, right? They just have to reach out to you. And how can they reach out to you?
Well, they can email me at Galaxy Theater. So my email address is whiterojas@galaxytheaters.com. And email me. Let me know that you guys want to bring your movies in. We can play them for you. We can organize and help you guys out. Bring your movie to the big theaters, to the big houses.
Anything else that's upcoming that you want to share?
Well, we have a lot of movies coming up. January is the perfect month if you guys want to come over. That's when there's not that many big releases, so that's when the little guys can bring their movies and bring people into the theater. So we expect.
But you also do nonprofits.
Yes. We try to get to the community. We have right now this month we have a Christmas competition. When bring businesses together for free, and they can score a free theater rental. So we have trying to help out the businesses. So and get the community involved. So
it's all about the community all the time over here now, right, Nicole? It's all about the community. That's what we're all about. Galaxy Theater.
Coming together.
Synergy. Galaxy Theater. We got more people lined up.
You got at least about 15 people here.
We got 15 people coming in. Come on and talk to me. Let's line them up. No, I already got George. We're going to hit a trailer. We're coming right back.
The emphasis on heavy. We're sorry, folks. I'm excited for Joe and this new track, and I got into his world here a little bit, and my voice is hoarse because of it. But stay tuned, folks, because Joe is coming back.
Happy Horror Days. We're back with Zachary Vasquez, and it's Friday the 13th, brother.
Friday 13th. That's right. That's right. We're here for the Desert Fiends premiere. And what better way to spend Friday the 13th than with a horror premiere, right?
That's what's up, my man. So talk to me. What brings you here tonight, my man?
Well, I flew in from Florida. This is my horror comedy debut, so I'm excited to be here. I got to play not one, but two characters in this film, which is pretty neat, you know?
Excellent. Without spoiling anything, but tell me about your experience with that. Two totally different characters?
Absolutely. So one is covered up. I didn't show my face, and the other I got to play kind of like a hippie type guy, which is definitely a challenge for me. I've never played anything like that before. So to me, it was really life. So it was fun. And if I wasn't one character, I was the other. So constantly trying to shift from one mode to the next.
I think for the second time tonight, I'm going to say Far Out. I'm getting Far Out type vibes. This is what you bring together with creativity, right? Isn't that great, man?
Yeah, we've got so many creative, amazing people. I mean, all the special effects in this film were great. The talent was great. I had such a good time working with Sean as a director. He was awesome to work with. And it's just, I love the creativity. I love the writing, and some of the concepts of the film itself are just out of this world.
Fantastic, brother. Tell us what's next for you. What you got on the horizon after tonight and beyond?
Well, I'm ready for Desert Fiends Part 2 next year.
Lots of talk about that.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be epic because, surprisingly, I won't spoil it, but my characters do have an opportunity to come back for the sequel. So.
Well, the good thing about horror is that you can fuck with the script any way you want to. You could play with a mask on. You could be the brother of a brother of a brother, or a different mother and a different brother of this and that. That's the best thing. It doesn't really matter, right?
Oh, yeah. All I can say is Desert Fiends 2 is going to be tough to top this one, but whatever they come up with Part 2, I can only imagine, because this is a wild, crazy movie, and I'm so glad to be a part of it.
We're very excited, and thankfully you are a part of it. Thank you for being a part of this interview, man. That was rock and roll. Thank you so much. Yep.
How you doing?
How's it going? Johnny back here with
TK Payne.
TK, tell it to me, bro. What brings you out here tonight, my man?
Desert Fiends premiere. My first red carpet, and this is awesome.
Awesome, brother. So, are you involved in this film?
Yes, I am.
Can you talk to me about your involvement, sir?
Yeah, I play Shenabog. He's one of the bad guys in the film. It was actually a pretty cool role. Sean's awesome director. Nicole, she did great. Everybody in the film did great. I enjoyed it. You're gonna enjoy it. Stay tuned. Desert Fiends Part 2. I'll be in that one too.
I was going to say a lot of sequel talk. That's where I was going next. So, what else do you have going on outside for you? Your sequel outside of Desert Fiends universe. Are you doing anything else coming up?
Yeah, I'll be in Axe Grinder 7, Camp Blood 9, Cheerleader Elimination, and some other films I can't remember. Oh, Farmhouse Murders, which is directed by Kevin Duffy. Did a great job on that one.
Fantastic. So you must be like an absolute pleasure to work with because you're working all the time. So how do we find you for work? How does anyone find you out there in this universe?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, which I'm really not on there that much, and I have TikTok, but I'm really not on there much either. But Facebook is where I'm usually at.
It's a better like network for communicating. I feel it's a little bit more personalized, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel as buried deep. Right on? Right on. All right. Thank you so much, brother, for coming in. Right, enjoy the film, man. Enjoy your night tonight, dude. Yep. Come on in. How we doing tonight? Welcome in. Yep. I'm with. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Dalen Castile.
Welcome in. And can you tell me what brings you out tonight, sir?
I am an actor for Desert Fiends, and yeah.
That is fantastic. Okay. And who do you play in the film?
I play Bobby. He's a teenager that's sneaking into a concert. So.
Is this your first time acting, or have you had experience in the past?
I've had some experience in the past, but nothing like this before. This is something completely different. Just
absolutely. The atmosphere is intense. What got you into this universe of creativity and acting?
Oh, I've always been an actor. I'm just now starting to get paid for it.
Isn't that a wonderful thing when you finally get paid for it?
Right? It's great. It's a wonderful thing. I mean,
how tired as a creator are you? Like, it's good for your resume.
Well, it's pretty good, I'd say.
It's absolutely horrible, but I'm glad that you're getting paid. That makes you professional and legit. What's next for you?
More movies, hopefully. Desert Fiends Part 2. That's yeah. I'm excited for that.
And what's your involvement with horror? What got you intrigued in this genre in particular?
I've always been a horror fan, and it just kind of came to me. Like, I mean, I didn't really seek out horror films. It just, showed up at my door.
That's fantastic. We're glad you're here tonight. How can we find you? If there's an actor, director out there, anyone who wants to work with you, how do we find you?
On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You just Google my name, and it's all there.
I appreciate you spending time with me. Thank you so much. Yep. Come on in, man. Johnny said we're at the Cannery Galaxy Theaters. Desert Fiends world premiere. Who am I with, sir?
I'm John Potash.
John Potash. Pleasure to meet you, man. What's your involvement in this film, sir?
I played the alien watcher.
Alien watcher. I love aliens, brother. I love your shirt. There's so much shit we could talk about right now, man.
This shirt will make
far
a lot
out
more
third
sense
time.
after you see the movie.
All right, we'll talk more about this shirt unless you want to talk more about this.
No, it's all good.
Okay, let's talk about your role, the aliens, all this. I want to hear all about it.
So really, it's just kind of a small part of a group of alien watchers, and I'm guiding them, and then we meet the mutants, and I'll just let you have to watch the movie for that point.
I can't wait, man. And how long have you been in this amazing industry?
Well, I've been in the industry for quite a while, behind the scenes, providing animals for movies and such. And then as far as in front of the camera and acting, it's been about 3 years now.
Do you have a big inspiration, someone that you were influenced by that inspired you to get into acting?
Not so much. It just kind of fell in my lap and happened. And I caught the bug and enjoyed it so much that I've just continued to pursue it from there.
Was it someone saw you in particular that got you into like your first, like, hey, you should act, or you're like, hey, I want to do this?
Well, actually, I volunteered as a PA for a film that was happening in our backyard, basically, where we live. And I happened to have a look that he needed for somebody who didn't show up for a role. And he's like, hey, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I thought it would be fun. And little did I know I was going to be wrestling somebody in their underwear, but
I can go a lot of places with that, brother.
But it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And then I ended up pitching him a scene later on in the movie using a live rattlesnake. I said, this is my thing. This is what I do. So he really loved it. It became one of the most memorable scenes in the whole movie. And after that, it was just all down from there.
What a great story right there. And something about you tells me that you're a music guy. What kind of music do you like?
Oh, actually, I'm kind of interesting in that I love all different kinds of music. I'm not particular to any genres. Obviously, I like rock, and things. But I really sometimes I just have that mood, and I want to listen to something really slow or new age or any of that. So I'm very flexible in my musical interests.
That's wonderful, man. It was wonderful talking to you as well. How do we find you on social and all that kind of stuff?
Just look me up, John Potash. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do have a YouTube that I'm just starting to get going, and that's the best way.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
Good talking to you.
Yep, you as well, sir. All right, Johnny Sig here. We're at the red carpet, Galaxy Theater, Desert Fiends, directed by Sean C. Phillips. Man, I'm excited for this film. I had the honor and pleasure of watching it for a little bit with the producers and showrunners of it. And let me just say right now, it is something definitely to behold. It is awesome. So we're doing some red carpet interviews, and we're going to hit a trailer right now, and we'll be right back.
What's the name of the place?
Hell's Forest is what I think it is. Nobody's gonna go in there. If I'm a betting man, that's probably where Lola is.
So in other words, if we want to find her,
We have to do it ourselves. Most people who go there just vanish. No trace, no explanation.
Maya, wake up!
What the fuck, Sky?
David's gone.
After 4 hours, we call the police.
We need to get the fuck out now.
That dude is on his way right now, and there's nothing we can do to stop him.
fuck this dude.
What's your emergency?
My favorite scary movie. Wow.
It's hard to pick just one.
That is not an easy one to answer.
Well, if that isn't the $1 million question.
Johnny Sig back live, Galaxy Theater premiere, Desert Fiends, back with Elizabeth Chamberlain. You work with the Mahal brothers on a few features, a lot of aliens. I love aliens. Do you believe that they exist?
Aliens? I'd be crazy not to, I think. With the universe as wide and vast as we have it, I think probably there's something out there somewhere.
There's definitely something out there, and there's definitely something going on here tonight. This premiere is fantastic. You've been to a couple premieres before yourself, right?
Yes, but not in America, actually. This is my first American premiere that I've been in the movie. So that's pretty exciting for me. All of the premieres I've been in before have been in Canada.
That is absolutely fantastic. So working with the Mahal brothers on those features, Alien Horde's coming out soon. You guys were just filming out. It looked like in California, correct? Yeah. It looked like a fantastic time.
Oh my gosh, Alien Horde. I can't say that it's my favorite, but it is. Like every movie I do with them ends up being my next favorite. And Alien Horde, since it was the last one I filmed with them, is absolutely my favorite. The sets were incredible. The script is incredible. The team was incredible. Yeah, it was a dream come true for me.
I love the way you light up when you talk about that experience, because that's what we need in this industry. We all need to be treated right. And the Mahal brothers, what's great about them, a lot of things. The food, though.
Oh my God, the food. Okay, John, the crafty caterer, I love him. And I told them that. And then they were like, okay, well, we'll bring him back. Like, there's nobody like him. Nobody like him.
Absolutely, man. I went back to that. I got a couple plates that night. And I tell you what, I was on the set for Arena Wars. My buddy Eric Roberts invited me out as a guest to have fun. That's how I met everyone. Nicole, and this wonderful event is really because of all that connection. And we talked a little bit before when you came through. We had a little bit of an interview. It was chaos in here. It's winding down a little bit. Everyone's getting settled into the theater. And I want to spend a little bit more time with you. And I thank you for spending time with me. But we talked about your involvement in getting in acting. Was there anyone in particular that you really enjoyed watching?
That I enjoyed watching, like
As
on
an
the
influence.
screen. I already said Hugh Jackman, so I feel like I can't say that one again. What is her name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking here. Hunger Games. The main character.
Which one? Hunger. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm having a brain fart too. We'll just say like someone that's very talented for now.
Yeah, she's very talented.
But there is a lot of great actors out there, and we all take influence from everything. Do you have a particular favorite feature that you've ever watched? A favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time might be Moulin Rouge, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of musical movies. I'd love to be in a musical theater movie one day. That's kind of a goal of mine. Sci-fis are also a huge favorite of mine. But yeah, maybe Moulin Rouge, yeah.
Speaking of musicals, West Side Story, Buddy Rich was the drummer. I'm a drummer.
Oh, cool.
And that soundtrack is one of the hardest things to this day that I've ever had to work on. You know, there's a lot of different odd meters in that. Did you ever do that play before?
I've never done it. No, I think also just being, the way I look, I don't think it's very possible for me to do that show. My boyfriend is a drummer. He's actually here. Like,
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Bring him on in. I'd like to talk to him. I won't tie you up much longer, but I thank you so much for spending time with us tonight.
yes, thank you so much for having me.
You got it. Thank you so much. Kev, hit a trailer, brother. Johnny Sig back live, Cannery, Galaxy Theaters, Desert Fiend world premiere. I'm with Kevin Dovey. Kevin, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me out here tonight, man. Tell me all about this feature and your involvement, if you don't mind.
Oh my goodness. Well, Desert Fiends is the movie that got me back into being in movies. This is something really special that Sean and Nicole have cooked up for everybody, and I think everyone's gonna love what we cooked up for them. It's I can't give you too much, but it's worth the wait.
Awesome. No problem. So I'll take a pivot right here. Right. I want to hear about, first of all, welcome back.
Yes,
we're glad to have you back. And what started you?
So basically, I've been following Sean since I was a kid. So I was about 14 or 15 when I started following his videos, and we shared a lot of the same ideas on lower budget movies and things we thought was cool and things we had a lot in common that way. So we always had that. We used to talk, do you like this? Do you like that? We'd recommend things for each other and stuff. And when I found out he was doing this and some of the names he got attached, I said, that's something I got to be a part of.
Oh, absolutely, man. And the creative process and something like that is so original. That's what I love about this particular type of genre. It has so many great creators where it comes down to the makeup, the costumes, all that kind of stuff. Visually, aesthetically, so pleasing and whatnot. Was there a certain feature that got you into horror when you started?
I think it's just who doesn't like being afraid, Johnny? You know what I mean? Everyone likes that little bit of fear in you. Like you might be okay if you go outside today, but there's a chance that you might not be. And if you go to this concert where all these kids are going to go and this movie we're about to see, you might not turn out so well.
Everyone's talking about the concert. So as a musician, man, I guess the horror way is the way to go to promote my music, right? I mean, music is such a key element into horror too. The 10 minutes I saw this, I only got a sneak peek and it's wonderful. Right. But I got to say the music popped right away, dude. I felt that, man. Yeah. In this theater, the speakers here is wonderful for that. And I hope you enjoy that experience. We can't talk too much about the film, but let's talk about what's next for you, if you don't mind, before I let you go.
You got it. Okay. So I'm doing a movie right now called The Farmhouse Murders. And it's Eric Roberts, it's Marlon Taylor, it's Ben Heller, it's a few horror names in there. And it's basically, after I did Desert Fiends, I was like, you know what, this is a lot of fun, and I want to try and take a bite out of indie horror if I can. So I got a lot of the people from Desert Fiends. I asked Deshaun, what should I do? Is it something I could do? What do you think? And just being surrounded by great people, you realize you can accomplish anything.
You know what, man? I love it, brother. How do we find you for great motivation like that?
You can find me on Facebook or IMDb or anything. If you want any updates on any cool horror movies coming out and you want to know how do I get into the business and hear from the people that do it the best, is my partner in Desert Fiends, Frank Joseph Polciani, and Jeremy Sandor are producing a making horror documentary. You want to take a bite out of something like that? All these different names they have for it: Tom Arnold, Brett Wagner, Joe Gonzalez, Dirty Joe, everybody getting involved here to talk about what we do in independent horror, and we're taking over.
We love it, man. We love the energy. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Yep.
Enjoy the film. Yep. Thank you so much.
Love you, Ava.
Johnny Sig back at your Galaxy Theater premiere, Desert Fiends. I'm on with Jeremy Sandor right now. Jeremy, how you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Excellent, man. You're an actor in this feature?
Yes.
And can you tell me how you got involved in Desert Fiends in this universe?
My good buddy Frankie Polciani reached out to me and told me that he was getting involved with this great project. Asked me if I wanted to get involved, and I thought, why not?
It sounds like a wonderful time, man. And I'll tell you what, the people involved in this have been nothing but excellent. And overall, as an actor, what were your roots? What inspired you to get into acting to begin with?
Probably watching John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and Bruce Lee movies as a young child. Yeah, probably.
Bruce Lee was one of my heroes. Chinese Connection, The Fist of Fury, all that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know you're hardcore. You do the subtitles and all that kind of stuff, and
Oh
yeah, absolutely, 100%, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
The martial arts genre, like horror, has a big fraternity, lots of legions of fans, right?
Yeah.
For martial arts, you mentioned Bruce Lee. Do you have a favorite martial arts film?
Ooh, that's I'm a big fan of Best of the Best.
Mr. Eric Roberts, the Ree brothers, Mr. Eric Roberts, of course, Best of the Best. Now, part 2, they go to the underground, though, the underworld, Brackus, the Coliseum, Wayne Newton. That's a good one.
It is. I can't believe that went as far as it did, but the first one's obviously my favorite. Yeah.
Best of the Best is excellent. That moment at the end when they received the gold medals, man, absolutely fantastic. How do we find you on social, sir? I don't want to tie you up too much longer.
IMDb, I'm on Facebook, basically everywhere, Instagram. Yeah.
Fantastic. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for spending time with me tonight, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
General, are you saying one last rescue mission?
We have one shot at this. Let's make it count. We go from Silent Hill to killer clowns from outer space.
Welcome to the Clown Motel.
Johnny Sake back at your Galaxy Theater. I'm with the man, the one and only man, Paul Gunn. How you doing tonight, brother? I tell you what, man.
We go back.
We do go back, and I tell you what, commonly used is the word genius or hardest working man in show business. But I tell you what, you are a hard working man.
It's just I don't have a life.
Well, you have a fabulous life. You got fans. You got people that come out to see you, watch
you.
your films and whatnot.
Bless you. I appreciate it.
And of course, I'm a fan. So, what's going on with you, brother? Talk to me about what currently is going on with you.
Well, Johnny, this whole past year, I haven't been posting all that much on social media. My girl Ziggy and our business partner Chris started our own production company, and it's called Epic Film Foundry. It's in Los Angeles. Really wild, crazy, just out of the blue. I was on this film called Loose Ends Down. It's a film with Bai Ling, and the DP, the cinematographer, got replaced in the middle of it. And I'm like, oh, wow, what the hell happened? Because usually they keep the same dude. So anyways, or girl, could be a girl. Anyways, he got replaced with a gentleman who is an Asian guy with long hair, but he has a British accent. And it just kind of was like threw me off. And so we got to talking, and we found out that we had a lot of similarities, a lot of very similar experiences. We traveled a lot because I started spouting out all the British slangs and curse words and phrases, and I was just getting on his nerves probably.
Well, you're so cultured. I mean, you spend time like everywhere, man. And I tell you what, you are everywhere, because that's what I was mentioning. What I was mentioning is I just saw you recently at the AI festival.
Yes,
we were both at. Yes, and hopefully we work together soon.
And you sent me the script, and I love it.
Absolutely, man. I would love to work with you in the future. What are you working on currently? Do you have anything coming up?
Well, thank you so much for asking that. Well, first off, I just took a Steadicam workshop in Hollywood, and so I'm now a certified Steadicam operator, in case anybody needs Steadicam operation or whatever you want to call it. So there's that, and then our film company that we created is now we're working on a film. It's called Neverwhere. Our buddy Chris came up with this idea for a really epic, crazy, wild adventure. And Ziggy plays, well, she's a werewolf princess, and I'm a truck driver. I'm out picking up packages and delivering them, and so my handler tells me I got to go out to the middle of Death Valley, in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, where what am I supposed to pick up out here? And then all of a sudden on the road I see a woman materialize and out of the air and then land on the ground, and that's Ziggy. And then I'm supposed to pick her up and take her somewhere, and she's trying to save her kingdom, and she's also trying to get away from this marriage that she doesn't want to have happen. It's her marriage. So anyways, we bicker and we bicker and we poke at each other and we laugh and we cry, and it's a really amazing journey, and it's kind of Ziggy and my love story, essentially. So it's called Neverwhere. There's a book form of it. You can get it on Amazon, and it's won 46 laurels already since September 13th. So we're in December now. So yeah, 3 months ish, 46 awards worldwide. Neverwhere.
Absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to read it. And thank you for spending time with me tonight. I want you to enjoy the film. I don't want to tie you up much longer, brother. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, Paul. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Kev, hit a trailer, brother. Johnny Sig back live, Galaxy Theater, Cannery Casino, here for Desert Fiends world premiere. Carrie McGuire, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining me.
Good. I'm glad to be here.
Excellent. Can you tell me about your involvement in this film?
I get unalived by Brett Wagner.
Whoa, unalived. I like that. Sounds very interesting. That's an interesting way to put that. Did you get that from someone, or is that your own?
Well, that's how you say it on Facebook, so you don't get banned.
Are you for real? Look at this. You're learning something new every single day. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Excellent. So what got you into acting?
I was in Terrifier 2. So that I did a Indiegogo perk, so I was able to be killed by Art the Clown. And that got me the acting bug. I'm not really an actress or anything. I just like getting killed.
So this is fascinating. What got you into acting later? It seems like you got into it late.
Yeah, I just we've been going to conventions and meeting people at conventions, and we met the director and Art the Clown at a convention, and they did the Indiegogo, and I was like, I have to get killed by Art the Clown. So that's what got me into it.
I think that's fantastic. And are you currently acting on set with anything right now?
I'm going to be in Circus of the Dead 2 by Billy Pond. I'm going to be. I'm in Dead Place. It's coming out soon. Skate to Hell by Sean Phillips. I'm in that one too.
I can't wait. The name itself, like Skate to Hell, it just is so cool. And it just reminds me of 80s and better times for a lot of cinema. But this is better times now because of films like this.
Yes.
Absolutely 100%. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. How can we find you on social?
Carrie McGuire on Facebook. That's it.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the film. Thank you. I'm with Sparky Lisa Tabor. How you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful now that you're here. We're having such a great time tonight. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So can you please tell me about your involvement in this feature?
So I just retired from being a nurse practitioner, and I met Nicole at a Christmas party, almost 2 years ago. And right after Christmas, she started advertising on social media that she was producing this movie. And so because I'm retired, I reached out to her and I said, hey, do you need like a personal assistant, somebody to run errands? I don't know anything about movies or crafty or any of that stuff, right? And her answer was, no, why don't you just come be in the movie? And I'm like, what are you talking about, be in the movie? And here we are.
That is so a Nicole experience.
And now 10 movies later, in a year and a half, I've done 10 movies now. So I don't even know what happened to my life.
That is absolutely outstanding. And during that chorus, you worked with some of our friends, the Mahal brothers.
Yes, I've done 3 movies now with the Mahals. And the most recent movie that we filmed, Alien Horde in Los Angeles, I believe in that movie so much that I became a co-producer and a line producer on that one.
I believe in that film too.
And I had a really great role. The sets were incredible. And of course, all of our, mutual friends, common friends doing movies with both Sean Phillips and the Mahal brothers. It's a lot of the same people, just great, wonderful people, wonderful cast, wonderful crew, and seamless, just seamless.
That's exactly what it sounds like. And you could tell it was really coming together, the synergy between the people. And also, I think right time, right place. Like you had mentioned, everyone's been working a lot, and I think it comes together and cultivates into this next feature.
And the friends that I met on this first movie, and then I did a few more after that, they now believe in me so much that they recommended me to go down to Texas and work with some guys down there too. And I went in March of this year and did 2 movies with people down in Texas who never met me. They hired me based on the word of these friends, gave me a standalone role in one of the movies and everything. So it's it's crazy, the networking, the friendships, the relationships, the sisterhood, the brotherhood that's happening here. It's incredible. It really is.
Oh, wonderful. It's just an honor talking to you tonight. And I'd love to have you on my show sometime, sit down with Johnny Sig. I'd love to have you come through and discuss these things with you further and follow you, of course.
Sometimes you don't know what direction life is going to take you. And I've pivoted many times, but let me tell you something, acting, producing, none of this was ever on my vision board ever. Like I thought I was just going to be in healthcare to the age of 70 and that didn't work. Yeah, I retired early and this was not on my vision board, but I'm having the best time. Thank you.
Thank you. We're so thankful you're in the industry. Thank you.
Excited to see the movie.
Me too. Thank you for your time. Thank you. That was awesome. All right, Kev, hit it. Johnny Sig here, back live, Desert Fiends world premiere. I'm with Jill Kelly. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, my man. Tell me about your involvement in these features, sir.
This feature, I'm just executive producer here to support Sean Phillips, Nicole Vegas, and the whole cast and crew.
That's awesome, man. So your involvement in cinema, how far does that go back, sir?
Oh, since I was born, I guess, 20, 30 years. So it goes back a while.
Was it a family thing or was it something that you just gravitated towards on your own?
Kind of, your high school, middle school projects with the family outings and all that. And yeah, just learn as you go and make bigger projects.
That's fantastic. What was your first feature, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, of course. First feature was in 2008, Community Service. And we did 2009, Bloody Island. And then we got the Clown Motel franchise right now.
Dude, I'm so excited to see those features. I've heard so much great things about them. I have not seen them yet, but I am so looking forward to it. And I know you have a lot of involvement with other projects going on as well. Can we talk about those?
Yeah, of course. So there's Skate to Hell that's coming out soon, so that'll be a good one. I'm a perverted manager, so we'll see. And there's a whole bunch, werewolves, bikers versus werewolves, and the list goes on and on.
Oh, yes, that's right. Our friends, the Mahal brothers, they got a couple of features they're working on right now. Alien Horde, I'm very a feature I'm looking forward to seeing greatly. And you said you had worked with the Mahal brothers just recently?
Oh, yeah, for bikers versus werewolves. Yeah.
And that will be coming out soon, correct?
I believe, yeah, in 2005 or 2025 in the summer. Yeah.
I confuse those dates too. Time goes by so fast nowadays, right, man? I don't want to tie you up too much longer. I'm looking forward to this feature tonight, and I appreciate you spending time. How do we find you on social, sir?
Just Facebook, a Joe Kelly production, Joseph Kelly.
Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it, man.
Where you're going to see this song. It might even be in Desert Fiends too. It's heavy with a heavy emphasis on heavy. We're sorry, folks. I'm excited for Joe and this new track, and I got into his world here a little bit, and my voice is hoarse because of it. But stay tuned, folks, because Joe is coming back. Go! 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 Kill, 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 kill! Go! Go! Bring up to me! Go! Take one for me! Hurt, hurt! Light 'em all! Eat 'em all! Take it all! Leave nothing behind! Mutants! 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 Mutants!
We're back, Galaxy Theater, Desert Fiends world premiere. I'm with Christopher
Chinquimani.
Chinquimani.
What is that, right?
Well, I'm Johnny Signorella over here now, and for me, it was always, "Where's your glass slipper, Cinderella?" I'm like, "No, time out, bro." That's how I learned how to box.
It couldn't be possibly an Italian name, could it? Could it? Sicilian?
Slight chance.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for joining me here, man. Welcome in. Talk to me, brother. What's your involvement in this feature?
Okay, so I play Milo in it, who's one of the camera guys in a crew, and there's some pretty nutty, funny scenes with that. Like I said, strange, because this was fun. I'll never forget the horrible weather that almost destroyed everything. That was a crazy, crazy thing when we were in Blue Diamond. Got sleet, snow, rain, floods, everything. It was insane. But like I said, it's a little weird for me doing this because I'm usually doing serious stuff, drama, being the bad guy, executing my guys, that type of thing. But like I said, this was fun for sure.
Interesting. Like, that's what I'm into. And honestly, I would love to be cast for that, sort of thing. Like, I love The Sopranos, all that kind of stuff. Being from the East Coast, that was like a big thing for me. But my film that got me into it was Goodfellas. I loved it. I think that's my favorite of all time.
Big time. And you know what? I watched Casino on 4K the other day. Again, I waited a while. I haven't seen it in a bit. And man, that burial scene, and the scene I'm talking about, I'm a horror guy. I'm a horror nut. It's one of the hardest scenes to watch, man. I haven't watched it in a long time, and I was like, this is crazy. But now that you say that, there is a new show. I did a pilot, which is an awesome SAG production. It's called Shadow Unit. And you could look for Shadow Unit official trailer 2 on YouTube or around. But as you're saying, if that show gets picked up, it's a nasty show, man. It's about 5 crime bosses. I play the New York crime lord. And what happens is we basically hack into the president's husband's motorcade, and then we steal $1 trillion in from all the banks in the United States. We funnel it into crypto. But everybody's bad. Basically, it's Sopranos meets Mr. Robot meets Sicario. So
I love it.
I'll be in touch with you for sure because they're going to need people, and hopefully, it gets picked up. But it was a great experience.
That sounds fantastic, man. I appreciate you spending time with me. How do we find you on social and all that stuff you're about?
You could find me at You Found Trouble, all spelt as it sounds. You Found Trouble on Instagram. I wouldn't have social media unless my manager made me have it and my agents. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm on IMDb. Got a bunch of films and shows coming out and everything. So yeah, check me out, please.
Sounds great, man. Thank you for your time, brother. Yep, absolutely. Kev, hit a trailer, brother.
Favorite scary movie?
We're back at Galaxy Theater. Desert Fiends is about to start any moment. I'm back with Larry Butler. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, just fine. Just we're waiting for the movie to start.
You're excited?
Yeah, very excited. Yeah, I got a pretty good role in this one. So I play the brother of Julia Roberts' brother. Her real
Mr. Eric.
Eric. Yeah, Eric Roberts, and then Carl Solomon. The three of us are brothers. We're the evil three, and we have a gas station out in the woods. And I can't tell you much more than that, but we give people wrong information, and we're up to no good.
We can't wait to see the no good that you're up to for sure. Are you going to act for us again in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing a sequel to Escape to Hell, where I play John Carpenter. They actually had to impersonate the real John Carpenter, the director. So, they made me like a spitting image of him, and I had to study tape and his tonality of his voice and his mannerisms and everything about him. So it's pretty spot on. So it's something to watch. Escape to Hell.
I am so into watching this thing. I've heard so much about it. Very retro, very 80s, very throwback. And that's what I'm all about. And I don't want to tie you up too much longer. Is there anything else you want to share with us tonight?
Yeah, well, I started with Raymond Burr and Perry Mason. Had the movies of the week back in Denver in 1985 or in 86. And now I just did the first, the what do they call it? With a remake of it?
Yeah.
When it just
Reboot.
And they did a reboot, and I had a role in that. So it came full circle. It was phenomenal. I loved it. So I got to, because I've been in the business 40 years. But anyway, I'm doing a lot of stuff in the near future, and I love doing all kinds of genres. From westerns to comedies to anything but gospel or musicals. And I've done some of those actually. But
we thank you so much, and we're going to close out here. I want to thank my producer, Kevin Parry. He did a wonderful job tonight. Everyone, the Galaxy Theater, Desert Fiends, cast, crew, everyone involved is going into theater right now. We're about to cut loose. I want to say I love you to my wife, Stephanie, at home, my dog, Polly, my stepdaughter, Ava, all my friends and family. I love you so much. All my friends and family at Music Workshop, my company. Thank you so much, everyone. Rock and roll. Everyone enjoy the film, and we'll see you at the movies. Later, Kev.
All right, we got to start going in. Desert Fiends got to go in.
No, I haven't missed anything. He said he knows you from Florida. Oh, yeah, you know I am from Florida. Are you?